Welcome, everybody. Another 30-minute show. And again, I want to start this one off by, of course, again, thanking everybody for the month of June. We're having one good month right after another. And again, congratulations to you, the public, that keep reaching out to us. Congratulations to our banks. Congratulations to Greg and his team for what they're doing and getting the message out there. Our banks have been just absolutely superb. I want to thank each and every one of my banks out there. They're helping me get these tough deals approved. We're working with the customers. We're getting them into the payments they want. We've done just about everything we said we're going to do on paying off your trade no matter what you, and we've had some tough ones. I've had some at $28,000, car worth $5,000. How could somebody get themselves $20,000 upside down? It's a sin sometimes what's going on out there. And again, thank you, the public. Everybody's been coming in. Thank you very much for the mask. I don't have one on this particular time. I'm not next to anybody. I'm doing this by myself right this second. But I want to thank you for helping me keep that requirement from the state in force. And we're going to get through this. And, you know, again, Pennsylvania, Governor Wolf, everybody, we're one of the lowest states in the country from what I understand. You know, again, where my kids are in Florida, everything's gone back up. A lot of, I think 32 states, mostly in the South and the Midwest, have gone back up. And again, we've done a good job in Pennsylvania. Let me tell you, please keep doing a good job. I'm one of those age groups too that I'm very, very skittish and very nervous. I know there's a lot of people out there that join it. I tell you younger folks out there, please protect us, the parents, protect us, the older generation, and make sure you keep your mask on. We're all going to get through this together. But I want to start my show off by, we got some offers this time that we've come up with for the month of July. Thank you to Nissan for giving us this money back. We've got some money that I have, some dealer cash that's been extended to me to help me keep everything going. I'm going to give it back to you, the customer. I'm going to pay off your trade with it. I'm going to get you into a low monthly payment. I've got some huge, huge discounts for you. This is the month to buy an automobile. I don't care if it's brand new. I don't care if it's a pre-owned. This is the month that we're going to get you into a car. It's not going to be a problem. I'm telling you, you're going to be calling me direct. My number would be splashed all over the screen. And my memory connects me right. It's 484-323-7254. Remember that number. You're calling me direct. It's going right to my phone. I pick up the phone. We work the deal together. Tell me what your problem is. Tell me what you're trying to accomplish. And before I waste your time and bring you in here and sit you around for 4 or 5 hours and tell you I can't do a deal, we're going to get the deal done before you get here, and we're going to get you in and out of here quickly. And if I work the deal, I understand the circumstances, and I can make it happen with the banks. So again, let's get on with the show. I got a lot of great offers. We got a lot of great energy. Greg and I are going to really, really hit this one hard. It's the month of July. Again, I guess the kids are going back to school. I'm not sure if they are or not. I heard some of the colleges, Penn State especially, is opening up. August 26th is the back to school date, so I'm assuming a lot of people are going to follow. So let's get started. We've got a great show for you today. Don't move from the TV set. We've got a lot of good offers, a lot of great things, and you're going to be able to buy a car less expensive today in July, better than any other month that I've seen this year, because I think a lot of people are sympathetic to this cause. A lot of the manufacturers are coming up with extra money. I certainly am doing a lot of things with cash back. I got up to $10,000 off. We've got payments until 2021 that I'll be making them payments for you with some cash. I'm paying off your trade no matter what you owe. That seems to be the big one. And we got credit amnesty, which means that we can give you a second chance no matter what. We're going to get you into financial freedom. Protect your credit this next time. When I get you approved, please honor that pledge to the bank. Make sure you make your payments. And I'm telling you, in 18 months to 2 years, you're going to be up to a good-sized FICO score. So let's get started with Greg starting off the show. And again, thank you very much. And again, from my family to yours, may God bless.
All right, Steve. Well, we are here at the all-new Devon Nissan. And you know, a lot of things are kind of like they used to be in a sense. The offers are out there. In a lot of cases, they're better. But the one thing that you're going to notice, unfortunately, because of social distancing, Steve is way over there and I'm way over here. Now, I'd like to show him the love and give him like an air fist, but that's as close as it's going to come today. But Steve, all kidding aside, very safe environment here at the all-new Devon Nissan. And that's one of the many questions that you get when people call you direct on your cell phone at 484-723-7254.
7254.
Yes, easy for us to say. They call you direct on that number, and they talk to you about those things. They talk to you about the offers. So let's start off with some new offers that you have, okay? As you mentioned, Nissan has really stepped up their game as we get past the July 4th weekend, which was really big here at the all-new Devon Nissan, and we get into the meat of July. One of the programs that you have right now is some strong cash back with up to $10,000 off a Nissan Murano.
That's huge.
That's a big one.
Think about that. It's a $50,000 Murano, $49,000 Murano you can buy for $40,000. We've got up to $10,000 off most of these Muranos. They're brand new. They're not used. They're brand new. And I'm telling you, with $10,000 off, I dare you to find a pre-owned cheaper than you're going to buy a brand new one, all right? They don't depreciate that much when you drive them off the lot, $10,000. So I'm telling you, this is a heck of a bargain. Take advantage of it. I've got a few Muranos left. We're into the month of July, and again, we had a bang-up 4th of July sale, Greg, thanks to you and your team. You got the message out there. We were all over the TV. Thanks to ABC. ABC had us on the morning newses all day. Greg had us on all night out of AC, coming all the way over here. People seen the shows. You were calling constantly. Also, thank you for iHeartRadio. Media, I believe it was Media One Radio also. Both of those radio stations, we were all over the radio. We're getting the message out there. This is the place you want to be to buy a car. This is where I'm going to sit down with you. We're going to work out a deal. We're going to make the deal that you need. And let's face it, during these tough times right now, you need something good in your life to happen. We need something good in our life. Let's make a deal. Let's get you a brand new car from here on out. And again, there's no payments till 2021 for you.
That's a strong offer in itself
huge.
because, you know, let's face it, Steve, a lot of folks during this COVID-19 pandemic have been through situations where they had maybe a hiccup in their employment or, you know, got behind on some things. This resetting of the payments until 2021, where you're taking care of it, really gives them a long stretch, including through the holiday season, without making a payment.
Let me tell you a funny story. This happened Saturday, 4th of July.
Okay.
Lady came in. I took the phone call on my phone, obviously. She called me, hey, my name is so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. We got to talking. She said, Steve, you sold me my last car. I didn't remember her name, but I said, I'm better with faces than I am names. So I said, come on in, let's sit down. And she had a car that I sold her. And I think it was back last September, October. And she was here under the deal that we had that time that we were going to make your next 12 payments. So her payment was not due until October this year or November.
Wow.
So she comes in, it's July 4th. And I'm sitting down with her, and I didn't get into all that because I didn't know how the deal was. So I got to talking to her, and I said, oh, I remember you, yeah, I remember the car you bought, I remember you, oh, yeah, and we brought up some incidences that we were saying, oh, you remember that? Oh, yeah, you were with your daughter, I remember. Okay, good. We got through all that. I go in to look, and I said, I want to look at the backdated deal. I come back to her, I said, ma'am, we made your first 12 payments. She said, well, I still got that money. I'm making the payments every month on my dime. And ma'am, you haven't made a payment yet yourself, and you're trading the car in, and you're taking advantage of the next payments until 2021.
She's thinking.
She's feeling that she's probably not going to be paying for 3 or 4 years. She's going to get every year she's going to turn her car and get a new car. I said, this will probably be the last time. So anyway, she comes in. I worked the deal. She jumped up $6,000 more car. She was in a subcompact like a Sentra, and she wanted to go up into a Rogue, okay, which is, you know,
moving on up.
Moving on up. And her payment went up $32, and she was happy with that. She didn't put any money down again. We're making her payments to 2021.
She's on the ride again.
And she's on the ride again. And she came over and gave me a, you know, kind of an air hug, and she thanked me very much. And which had called her kids, and she has like 6, 7 kids, and they were all on the phone, waiting for her to get home on 4th of July. And they were talking, and they were saying, hey, thanks, hey, thank you for taking care of my mom, ba 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 ba, di. But I'm just giving you an idea. These things happen. These things happen all the time to us. You know, it's getting people out of trades. I just mentioned where I had somebody in a trade, $28,000.
That's devastating in a lot of cases.
People are upside down, $20,000, $23,000. Now, granted, when he bought the car, he was an Uber driver. So he put excessive miles, and that drops that value tremendously. He traded a vehicle in on the vehicle the last time, so he had some negative equity. They added to the loan.
Oh, it was rolled in.
It was rolled in about $6,000, $7,000, and he's doing $20,000 a year. 3 years, he put 60,000 miles in the car. Now the car's got 100,000 miles, and he owes $28,000 on the car.
Ooh.
I'm like, holy! It was like a perfect storm for him. What are you going to do?
Well, hopefully trade amnesty.
He trade amnesty, took care of it. His payment went up a little bit. Got into a little nicer car than he was driving. He had to come up with a little bit of money. He put the sales tax down, so it wasn't a no money down deal. He put the money up, and he drove out of here. And I said, that is by far the biggest
Yeah,
one
$28,000.
that I've ever done.
I'm sure he's a friend for life. Is that an understatement or
Well,
what?
I would hope so. He was from New Jersey. I hope he comes back. And we do a lot of Jersey business. We do a lot of Delaware business. So again, hey, thank you, New Jersey, and thank you, Delaware. We do a lot of business with you guys.
And of course, right here, the Keystone State, you want to thank those folks, including
And I
our
wanna
friends in
thank the
Lehigh
people
Valley.
Pennsylvania, because obviously most of our business is right here. We do a little bit in the Lehigh Valley. We've been getting a lot of business, and they're watching how your commercial reaches all the way out to Lancaster is beyond me. But it reaches all the way out to Lancaster, all the way through Allentown.
Tremendous, tremendous.
From Atlantic City. So you got a hell of a reach on whatever tower you're using. And these people are coming in from all over. So again, whatever you're doing, thank you. ABC, thank you. And the radio stations reach that far too. But they're local. You're not. You're not local. So thank you again. And I know we're hitting all the people in New Jersey because it's a New Jersey station we're on. So thank you again. And that's one of our offers. I got off on a tangent a little bit here, but again, I couldn't be so excited. The year's turning out to be better than I figured.
Yes.
Better than I thought. Customers are still coming. We're doing a lot of repeat business. A lot of people are trading out of their cars from 2 and 3 years ago. And I think the basic thing is people say, hey, listen, there's a lot of things going on in this world today that we're not real happy about, and they want to treat themselves to something nice.
Well, they can be happy about what's going on here at the all-new Devon Nissan.
Exactly.
That is for sure.
It's my job to make sure when you walk in through those doors that I make you happy on whatever I try to accomplish. It's July, and the deals are heating up here at Devon Nissan. How about this one? I'll make your payments to 2021. How about a brand new road for $179 a month? New Nissan Muranos up to $10,000 off. New Nissan Sentras, $5,000 off. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. Remember, folks, pay it forward. And remember, from my family to yours, may God bless.
Next up, Steve, we want to kind of talk about the Sentra. Now, Sentra's a great car, and it's even better than normal right now because we are talking about not a G, not 2, not 3, not 4, but up to $5,000 off a Sentra, which in some cases, folks can take the cash back.
Well, you got the Sentra, what, $5,000?
$5,000, yeah.
Now think about that little car. Cars are $20,000, $21,000, $22,000 automobile, depending on when you pick out. You're getting $5,000. That's over a 20. That's more like a 25% discount.
It is.
25% off the top of that car. You're getting a 25% discount. Listen to me. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Payments on that car to 25% off can't be much more than $300 a month for a brand new automobile. That's no money out of your pocket. You put a little bit of money down with that, you get that payment down to $250, and you're buying it. You're not leasing it. You own it. You own that car.
That's a strong program.
That's a strong program, and you get a brand new car.
Now, in some cases, people can actually take that discount and take the cash in some cases, right, Steve?
Hey, if they wanted to, they can take the $5,000 and get the cash. Same thing on the Murano. You want the 10 grand in cash? If you could use the cash, take the $10,000.
That'd be like their own PPP program.
That would be like their own PP, government PPP.
Yeah.
It would be Steve's PPP program to you to folks. You buy a brand new Murano, you get $10,000, put it in your pocket. Hey.
Use part of it to lower the price, whatever you want.
Do anything, pay off credit. We did one. This was going back a few months ago where I got to give the guy and the lady credit. Husband and wife sat there and they said, listen, we're going to pay off this credit card, we're going to pay off that credit card, we're going to pay off that credit card.
Wow.
And they combined all the credit cards. The credit cards were $150 to $200 a piece per month. So they saved $500 to $600 in payments.
Wow.
Their car payment went up $100. So net result was $400 to $500 difference.
Wow.
In outgoing money. And they did it that way because the interest rate on the car loan at 3 and 4% was a hell of a lot less than them credit cards at 18 and 20.
Yeah, that's a killer.
All right. They got rid of those credit cards. I said, now you got to have the discipline to go chop, chop, chop so you don't get back on it.
Yeah.
And they said, don't worry about that. We're chop, chop, chopping. And that's what they did. And I'm going to tell you something, that was a smart move. Take that money, pay off some high-rate credit cards, pay off a loan that you might have somewhere, a personal loan for a big percent. Because these car loans are 2.9, they start at 2.9.
Rates are great right now.
You can't be any better rates.
Yeah. Steve, another offer that is now on the table, this one from Nissan, you've kind of worked with them to really come up with a strong offer. That is on a brand new 2020 Rogue. Now, you know, if I heard the number $279 a month, I'd get excited. $250 a month, I'd be even more excited. But we're talking a vehicle that right now is well below $200 a month, a great lease opportunity on the Rogue.
We have I want to say it's 3 years, might be 39 months, but I think it's a 3-year lease. Equity purchase program is what I like to refer to it as, because you know the old-fashioned leases, you can still own this car. At the end, they have a pay half now. It's actually, it is just about 50% off.
Yeah, it's a great program.
If that car goes for $30,000, and in 3 years you're going to owe 15, you can repurchase that car, take it out for another 3-4 years, and pay off the balance and keep the car, turn the car back into the bank, turn the car into me, do whatever you want to do. You have options to do that. We like to refer to it as an equity purchase program. But like Greg was saying, how about this one? These cars are $26,000 to $30,000, $179 a month.
That's strong.
$179, okay? And again, most cell phone bills are at least $100 and something a month. Now they do have the 60 and 100, but you got a family plan with a few of your kids on it, you're paying $1.50, $1.25. This is a car.
It jumps up soon.
This is an all-wheel drive Rogue for $179 a month.
Great program.
Okay. It's July and the deals are heating up here at Devon Nissan. How about this one? I'll make your payments to 2021. How about a brand new Rogue for $179 a month? New Nissan Murano is up to $10,000 off. New Nissan Sentra is $5,000 off. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. Remember, folks, pay it forward. And remember, from my family to yours, may God bless.
When you call Steve direct right now at 484-323-7254, number one, he's going to get the call, okay? So if you say to Steve, hey, listen, I heard about your program where you were making the payments until 2021, Steve, here's my situation, you know, here's where I'm at. I know I've had a couple of dings in my credit. I know I'm a little heavy on the trade, things like that. You could talk to you about that, right, Steve?
Absolutely.
And you're going to actually take the time to work with those people. That's something that a lot of people just sometimes get a little, they're not really sure how to take it because they're not used to being able to have direct contact with somebody that can really help them. But that's one of the things that you've really wanted to do during this pandemic is have direct contact on the phone with people by calling them direct. And you said to me off camera, and I'll let you share this with the people at home, you've learned so much about what customers need, what their situations are, the most important programs, and you've been able to take those things and make it be a part of what you do here, but you've also translated that to your lending partners to help make situations work even more. And talk to us about all that, Steve, because this is very valuable information. So I'm going to kind of step away here for just a second, let you talk, and we kind of keep our social distancing. Go ahead.
What Greg's talking about is that by me taking all these calls for the last 2 or 3 months, I think it's been, maybe 2, I'm now hearing what the voice of the people are saying. See, sometimes when you sit here and you're the owner of a business and you're trying to, everything's getting filtered through other people, from you, the customer, through my people. It's not that they're trying to curb the information. It's just that, let's face it, you know, you ever hear a whisper down the lane? You know, I've seen this where somebody will say something to this person, that person will say something to that person, that's this person. By the time you get down to the 4th or 5th person, it's a completely different subject matter than what you really wanted to do. So what I'm hearing now from you is directly what is it you're trying to accomplish? And everybody we know, for as long as I've been selling cars, well over 40 years, almost 50, you're trying to get a low monthly payment with no money out of pocket. I get that, okay? And a lot of dealers are doing that. They're doing these cars for $99 a month, $129. Then when you walk in there, well, I need $5,000 down. Oh, I need $6,000 down. Oh, and besides that, you got to have a 760 credit score. What is that? Like 5% of the people in the Philadelphia Metro got a 760? So now your payment goes up. When I do deals, I do the deals for the majority, not the minority. The majority of the people have a 600 or less credit score. that are probably about 68% to 70% of the folks in the Philadelphia metro market. And when I say metro market, that means into New Jersey, Cherry Hill, Camden,
The Delaware Valley?
Trenton, Delaware Valley, Lehigh Valley, all around, almost all the way up past Lancaster. And that's our whole metro market when they say the metro market. Bucks County. So when you're looking at this, you're not the minority. You are the majority of people have a 6-something credit score. So when I'm basing my sales and everything around it, I'm basing it on the people, the average Joe that comes in, that needs help with the credit. They got a couple of late payments here or there. Some have had repossessions, I'm not going to lie. Some have gotten themselves in a situation where they took a payment of $500 a month on a, let's call it a Toyota Corolla or a Hyundai Elantra, and I'm like, this car is worth $4,000, $5,000, and you're paying $400-something a month? Oh my God. You get yourself into these situations. I'm here to tell you that sit with me, call me, we're going to help you get out of it. Can I do 100%? I'd be crazy to sit here, and there's nothing in this world today that's 100%. I don't care what you're doing, okay? Other than you know you're going to get taxed, and you know you're going to have to, the government's going to tax you. That's 100%. You're going to pay taxes. That I'll guarantee you. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I can to help the majority of the people. And we've had our 80 to 85% success ratio on this program. I'm going to keep it going for the month of July. I don't know when the banks are going to turn the switch. They may just turn the switch come the beginning of August and say, hey, listen, we're done. I don't know what they're going to do. I have no control of that business above me. But what I'm going to tell you here is I'm going to keep shopping for banks that help us out, get you into a car at a low monthly payment and a great interest rate so we can keep you redoing cars, because the lower the rate and the lower the payment. You trade that car in 2 years, 24 months, 36 months, you probably owe less than what it's worth, which means you have positive equity instead of negative equity. So we're going to try to help you there. It's July and the deals are heating up here at Devon Nissan. How about this one? I'll make your payments to 2021. How about a brand new Rogue for $179 a month? New Nissan Murano is up to $10,000 off. New Nissan Sentra is $5,000 off. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. Remember, folks, pay it forward. And remember, from my family to yours, may God bless.
You know, you mentioned it, the 600 FICO scores and below. Those, in some cases, a lot of other guys aren't able to get done, okay, those lower scores, especially when you talk about the low 5s and the high 4s. There are some tougher situations. You always seem to find a way to get those people down the road. How does that happen?
Well, first of all, it's when I first got into tougher credit 30 years ago. That's when it didn't even hear people advertising it back then. Oh, I can get, it was no ads out there. I'll get your finance.
Shh.
Yeah, no matter what. I was working on that. So I've been working on it for 30 years. I know as soon as I'm standing here that what the banks want and what the banks are looking for to prove most deals. And before I send anything off to a bank, I'll sit with you and we're going to get it to where I can put it into this container and ship it off. It's kind of like when you go to a bank and you put all your things in their little tube and then you hit send. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put everything in a little tube and I'm going to hit send, and that's going to go to the bank. And I'm going to make sure that that banker looks at that. He's going to know all the answers to the questions. What happened on the last car? Why is it repo? Because there's always a good reason. Loss of job, divorce, co-signed for my child and my child didn't pay. There's always a reason, and a lot of these reasons are legit, okay? Loss of job, made less money, blah, 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 especially what you got going on now.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these people don't have incomes coming in now. Thank God the government seems to have stepped up with some stimulus money for everybody. They got this unemployment that's working out. So there's some
Helped a lot of people.
Yeah, it's helping out a lot of people. I see a lot of those checks coming in now, okay, as far as all that goes. So what I'm trying to accomplish here is get you in a car that you want, not a car you don't want. I want you to get you in the car you want. I'm going to try to use as less money as I can out of your pocket. And there's always going to, banks are always going to ask sometimes for this. Can you pay your taxes? Can you put $1,000 down? Can you put $1,500? I'm going to try to do it as little as no money at all, because it doesn't benefit me to take your money, hard-earned money, and give it to the bank. That doesn't benefit me one iota.
You know, Steve, it's interesting. The other day when I was here, last time I was here to visit, something I noticed, it was interesting. One of the bankers came in, he kind of identified himself to me, and I heard him mention to you, oh boy, every time Steve calls, I always know he's going to ask for a favor for somebody because, Steve knows the story because he's talked to you on the phone. Steve, is that the reputation you get with the bankers that, uh-oh, Steve's calling my phone now he's going to ask for another favor?
Well, I'm sure they probably put me on mute as I'm talking. They mute me on the other end and tell the other representatives if they're all in a room or if they're doing it from home, whatever they're doing. Here he is again. I wonder what the story is today. Who is he trying to, that he likes, that he ended up talking to, and he's going to try to help these folks. And, I'm sure they're saying that, but hey, I'll tell you, Mr. Banker, tell everybody, hey, listen, we're not giving the money away for free. I don't see the bank saying, here's free money. You're making money by lending it out. I'm trying to make sure that you get your money back. I'm trying to make sure that consumer makes those payments. So I try to keep those payments low. There's no advantage to me putting you in a high monthly payment.
Because they'll fail. Right.
And let people make $1,800 a month, and I got you in a $600 a month payment. I know that ain't working.
No.
I know it ain't working. I'm not even going to ask the bank for that. I'm going to put you in a payment that you can afford and get you the nicest car I can for that payment. It's July, and the deals are heating up here at Devon Nissan. How about this one? I'll make your payments to 2021. How about a brand new Rogue for $179 a month? New Nissan Muranos up to $10,000 off. New Nissan Sentras, $5,000 off. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. Remember, folks, pay it forward. And remember, from my family to yours, may God bless.
Tell us about the program where you were taking care of the payments until 2021.
Very simple. Come on in, trade your car. Payments are in 2021. You don't have to worry about making them. I'll make the ones till 2021. You'll make the ones from that point on. And people say, do they come off my loan or do you put them at the end? No, they come off your loan. Whatever months that is that I make until 2021, they come off your loan, period.
Simple program.
Simple program.
The Murano, what's the story on the Nissan Murano? How much money off or cash back?
I would say at $5,000, it'd be a heck of a bargain.
It would.
At $10,000, it's a steal.
You better be here for that price.
Come down. You get $10,000 off. A brand spanking new Murano. Take advantage of it. I'm telling you, $10,000 off. I don't expect the ones that I have to last.
Sentras.
$5,000 off.
And of course, the exciting Nissan Rogue, 2020 Rogue. What's the deal?
$179 a month.
Wow. All right, Steve, so we're going to say goodbye, but before we do, we're going to give you an opportunity to talk to folks. To remember, this sale that we are talking about is good between now and the close of business Saturday right here at the all-new Devon Nissan. So, Steve, just take a moment, and for Steve Silverio, I'm Greg Hennis, and we'll see you here at the all-new Devon Nissan.
Okay, folks, to just wind this back up, great offers, great payments. Nissan's a solid car in the marketplace. I think everybody knows that. Again, Greg was talking about me paying it forward. I've been doing this a long time. Most of you knew me over in the Chevy land over on Roosevelt Boulevard. Again, we sold over 11,000 cars in 6 months over there. Everybody supported us over there. I have a lot of people coming to over here now. I appreciate your business, but I just want to tell you this. Let's be careful. Let's protect our fellow man. Let's do what we can to reach out and help other people. I'm trying to do my part. I'm trying to help people get into cars. I'm trying to do what I can to clean up any tough credit. But I do want to tell you this, be safe, be careful, and if you need your next Nissan, you need a pre-owned car, you call that number that's on the bottom of that screen, you ask for me, I'll pick up the phone, and I want to tell you too, from my family to yours, may God bless.